Hi, Swasti.
Hi Sneha, how are you?
I'm fine. So we see people joining.
Yeah.
I'll just give a quick introduction about MentorMitr. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. So at MentorMitr, we engage with individuals wherever they are in the path of their career development and help them to learn life skills to manage complex situations while enhancing their academic performance to optimal. Our involvement helps the students to learn right goals and enables them to define and manage their priorities as well as enhance the EQ. So I'd also like to introduce Swasti. She is a mental health advocate, spreading awareness about mental health. Also, she is interning at MentorMitr at events and management. Also, she's studying psychology at Lady Sri Ram's College. Hello, Swasi. Welcome to the live session.
Hi Sneha. Thank you for such a warm welcome.
You're welcome. So, should we start the session with questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So, the first and the foremost question is mistakes that the mistakes we are doing while managing time. Whenever we whenever the topic comes time management, I really want to know what are the mistakes we keep on doing related to that. Like,
Yeah. So I think the major mistake we do is of procrastination. So the two reasons of procrastination could be that either we are underconfident or we are overconfident. So most of the times we are underconfident. So what happens is that we if we know that we have certain task which is difficult or which is boring, we avoid that feeling and we postpone it. So we postpone that feeling. So for example, if I want to eat a pizza and I know that I am going to be happy, so I'll do it just right now to feel happy. But if it's a college assignment which I know that I might fail in it and it is too difficult and I'll get bored doing it and I need to call my friends for the help, so I'll be like, I'm not in the right mindset to do it right now, I'll postpone it and do it some another time. So we so we postpone that feeling of uncertainty, and we like to postpone our task, and this leads to procrastination. So this happens when we are underconfident. The other thing which happens is we get overconfident that this is very easy and this is something which we've already done. So if our exam is tomorrow, we'll study the night before and we'll study for the entire night and we'll get passed very easily. So this is something which is overconfidence, and we don't understand that we're actually sacrificing on our sleep or sacrificing on our routine for it. So I think the major mistake we do is of procrastination. The second is of not prioritizing. So if supposedly I get up in the morning and I'm like that I have to do 20 things today. So I think that I want to do online classes, I want to do internship, I want to help my mom with the kitchen work, and I want to go meet my friends, I want to watch a new show. So I set many different goals and I've actually not prioritized it. So what happened was I was not attentive or focused on any of those tasks. So when I was actually attending online classes, my in my mind I was thinking, oh, I have so much internship work. And when I was doing internship work, I was like, I have to start getting ready, I have to go out with my friends. So we I didn't actually prioritize what I have to do and what was actually important. And when we do this, what happened is we end up doing the tasks which were actually unnecessary. So as I said, the task which actually gave us happiness. So maybe in that day, I just went out with my friends and maybe watched a new series. So instead of focusing on my college and my internship, because that task gave me happiness and I didn't see what was actually important. So not prioritizing is other thing which is the major mistake we do in managing our time. The other could be not having a goal at all. So if somebody who doesn't have any goal is least bothered to manage time, right? Like they're not concerned. So if somebody told them to do any work, they're like, "Ha, I'll do it. I'll do it later on." And what happened was that person only did that work which was actually given to him. So if any authority, so if like a teacher gave a student a task to complete assignment, so that person did not have any of his personal goal that, you know, I have to learn a new skill or I have to be productive. That person only completed the goal which was given by an authority. So not having any goal also leads to a poor time management, and we end up, you know, so that person just have to
A
complete one
robotic
goal.
lifestyle.
Right. So that person only have to complete one goal which was given by the teacher. So what he did was that he passed entire day wasting his time and then completed that one goal. He did not have any other personal goal, like maybe, you know, following any passion, maybe spending time with his family. So it's very important to have personal goal, and which we do not have. That is the other mistake. And the last mistake I would say would be not taking breaks. So there is a myth that people consider that if they are busy, they are productive. But I think this is a very big myth that it's true that if you're busy, you're productive, but it's also important that you're doing the right things or the important things. It's useless like if you're just doing a lot of tasks and they were actually not important. You've actually drained your energy in the least important task, and in the end you were burned out, and you know, you were like tired and less satisfied. So I think it's very important that we take breaks and we only do the tasks which are important. So yeah.
Okay, that's a good advice. I myself would like to follow that. Procrastination. Okay, the tips and tricks to balance time. Yes, I myself need advice on that.
All right. Okay. So, firstly, before telling the tips, I would like to, you know, tell you like why is it important to manage time. So, firstly, it helps you to reduce stress. So, like I said, that if you have a deadline for 9 a.m. and you are like waking up the entire night to complete the task, so you're so stressed, and you know whether the assignment will be completed or not, and you have that feeling of negative emotions that, you know, you might fail, and you know and the assignment will not be up to the mark and up to your expectations. So that stress gets lot reduced when you actually manage your time. So when you've managed time and you've actually completed the assignment on time, you are more relieved, and you know, maybe you can try different things, and even your assignment is up to your expectations and you're satisfied with the work you've done. So I think firstly, the time management helps to reduce stress. The other thing which time management help is it helps you to give you more opportunities. So as I said, that if you've just made a small goal and you don't have any personal goal, and you're wasting your entire time in doing that thing, like you are either using social media or completing that one small goal you've made. So you are actually not trying out new things. But if you had, you know, managed your time well, so you had also given time to your family, you've also completed work, and also tried new things, tried more opportunities. So I think this is the things which time management helps in. So how can you manage time is firstly to have a goal. If you are not having any goal, you won't be able to manage time. So, and by goal I mean you make a smart goal, you know. So by smart I mean, S means specific, that your goal is specific, M which is measurable, A which is attainable, like you, it's not a goal which is impossible, R which is relevant, like it should help you grow, and T timely. So smart goal is very important. So if I give you an example, that if somebody wants to lose weight, right, so the goal they have to make, so by smart I mean specific. So if they want to lose weight, they will say that I want to lose this much weight in this much time. So I want to lose 5 kg in 1 month or in 2 months. So this is something which is very specific. And if I say measurable, so they can see their success or the way they've come to in the weight loss journey. And attainable, which is very important. If somebody says that I want to lose 20 kgs of weight in 1 month, that is impossible, and that person will not be able to do it, because and even the opposite effect will be that the person will be demotivated when he will not achieve it. So I think the goal should be the one which is relevant, which is specific, and which is attainable. So to is time management. Firstly, to have a goal. Secondly, to prioritize. So many people do make to-do list, right? We end up making a lot of to-do list, but in the end we are not able to complete it. So the reason is because we have not made the to-do list correctly. It's important that we make to-do list, like, so supposedly you write 20 tasks. Okay, now what you do is you write the 5 most important tasks out of those 20, and out of those 20, write the 3 most urgent ones. So what happened is you've actually sort your to-do list. Now you know that you have 3 urgent tasks which is to be completed and 5 important tasks. So once you complete those urgent tasks, now you'll get motivation to complete the rest of the 5. So it's very important that you sort your to-do list according to urgent task, important task, and not so important task, which could be postponed. So the third thing is to defining a time limit. So supposedly you have figured out 3 important tasks. So now it's important that you actually define time limit for it, that if I have to complete an assignment, I complete it in 1 hour and the other one in the next hour. So defining time will help you to quickly achieve the goal, and it will give you motivation to complete more tasks. If you will not define goal, what will happen is that if you've made list of 5 things, you will only be completing one urgent work. But if you've actually defined time, you
That
will
will
be able.
lead to demotivation and
Yeah,
procrastination. Like the next time, I won't be able to do the task only. Like I
yeah,
won't even start with the first
true.
place.
Yes. So that's the role of time comes, that you're actually making priorities with the time limit, that you have this much time
Yeah.
to complete your priorities. Now the next thing is to organize yourself. So now you know that what is your priority, and you know that this is your time limit. Now organize your day accordingly. So like you're putting up reminders, you're putting up Google calendars, and you're like avoiding distractions, like you're telling your mom that I have work, so please don't disturb me. So you're actually managing and organizing your day according to your goals. So I think that is another very important thing. So like if you're studying, organize your desk, get ready for it. So it will give you a boost and you will be able to achieve it.
Yeah, that was a very insightful advice. Now I come to my third question. What should someone do if he is not able to manage their time? Like it's get difficult.
Hmm.
Like we usually, as you said, we make a schedule, but then we are
Yeah.
unable to follow it because
Hmm.
some tasks take much longer time that they should be. Or
Yeah.
many other factors affect that. So what do we do when somebody is unable to follow the schedule?
Okay. So I think the major problem coming
I
here
mean,
is,
basically, they are unable to manage their time. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. So I think the major problem which was coming is that they are not seeing their routine. So as I said the example of weight loss. So if somebody has a routine of staying up late at night and then waking up late, and staying in bed all day, so this routine will definitely hamper their time management. So you have to first see that if their routine is organized according to their goal or not. So if the goal is to weight loss, so accordingly the person might wake up early, then exercise, and then plan their day accordingly. So I think a routine is very important, and the major problem is that we do set goals and we do set the timeline also, but our routine gets hampered, and our focus is not on a routine. So our routine is very
Yeah.
disorganized, that we will stay up late and then we will binge eat. So the routine will hamper
So
your
I
goals.
have a little question. Sorry for interrupting. I just have a little question. So,
Mhm.
what should we focus more on, the routine or the goal?
So I think your first aim should be the goal, and your routine should be inclined with it. So if you have a goal set, the activities you do should be in line with the goal. So definitely the first step is the goal, and when you have a goal ready, then the routine will be according to the goal.
Of course.
Okay, and the second thing is that you should have a buddy with you. So, like, if you are not able to complete your assignments, maybe have a study buddy, like you and your friend are doing assignment together. So, you make both of you are accountable for each other. or like if you want to lose weight, maybe have a friend with you who are going and walk with you. So I think a very good thing would be to have a partner, you are enjoying things together and making things done together. So I think a study buddy or a your buddy in your routine would be a very good help if you're not able to achieve your time management. And also it could be some authority too, like you're telling your elder sister or elder brother, please keep a check on me, that if suppose your goal is weight loss, so you are telling them that please check that if I've not eaten junk food or not. So you're making somebody accountable to your efforts. The third thing you could do if you're not able to achieve is that you use technology wisely. So there are so many apps these days, reminders, and some time limit sets app too, in which you, if your time consumption is too much on phone, they do set your limitations on phone. So I think you can use technology wisely. You can make reminders. You can, as I said, Google calendars to remind you to actually manage your time. And I think technology can help in a lot of ways in that.
Okay, that answers. How can someone prioritize according to needs and urgency?
Okay. So,
Like
if,
people, yeah,
hmm,
yeah,
okay.
please
So,
continue.
yeah. So, if I tell you that how to prioritize, the first very thing important is to have a vision. That where do you see yourself? If you will not have a vision, you will not be able to prioritize. So you start with having a vision, that where do you see yourself in 10 years, and then so for example, you have a vision that in 10 years you see yourself as an entrepreneur, or you see yourself as having a startup. So then you have a big vision. Right now, sort that vision into 5-year goal. So the 5-year vision would be that you have completed your graduation or post graduation for it. Okay, now again, sort that goal to 1 year, or maybe right now. So what would be your current requirement be to be completing college, or to study, or to score good marks? So now when you have a vision, you make a list for it. So by list, I mean that you see that what all is to require to achieve that vision. So now you're making priorities. You can ask yourself question like, what are the most important things for me? And are these things helping me grow? And are these things are something which are valuable to me? So these questions will help you. Like, what are the things which make me proud? What are the things which will make my parents proud? So while making your priorities list, think of these questions, that what is actually important to you. So when you have that list ready, make another list in which you're writing all the things that you do in a day. Okay, so now in that list, write all the activities that you do in a day. So that could be eating, sleeping, studying. So now what you have to see is that Joe, whatever your goal is, and what are the activities you're doing, are they in line with each other or not? And see that what all the activities are contributing to your vision. So if your vision is to be entrepreneur, if your vision is to get into a good college, then see that whatever activities you're doing in a day are actually in line with it or not. So are you studying it for or not? Are you requiring the right skills for it or not? And then you will be able to make your priorities right. So when you know that you have vision to lose weight, for example, then you know that your priority right now is to maybe do a physical activity. So I think the vision will help you to prioritize your current priorities, and the right question, like what is important to you and what will make you proud, will actually help you to set your priorities.
Okay, that was a very insightful session. Here we come to the end. Any last message you would like to share, Swasti?
So I want to say that please don't get too stressed that if you are not able to manage time, or you are not able to prioritize things, because honestly nobody has all figured out. Everyone at their age do um, take time to manage things, or struggles with priorities. But at least do an effort. Like, at least you should know that what your priority is. Enjoy that journey. Take smaller steps. You don't have to get all figured out right now. take smaller steps. Don't, do burn, like, don't do everything in one day, and don't feel stressed, so much stress that you're not able to achieve anything. Take smaller steps, make smaller goals, and, enjoy that journey, that you're like getting close to your goals. So when
Goal.
when you have feeling that you're closer to your goals, eventually you will have time management on time, and you will get everything figured out slowly.
Okay. That was a great advice from you, Swasti. So, on a personal level, I would like to know, do you like able to manage your time and prioritize your goals? Are you able to follow your schedule properly?
So I would say yes, because I think I figured out the right technology usage. So like I've set the reminders. So if I have a meeting, if I have a work to do, I've actually put in the alarms for it. So I know that I'm a human being. I can't figure it out myself. So I've made wallpapers of all the things which is to be done. So whenever I open my screen, I know that these are the tasks which is to be done. So I think I use my phone for, managing times, and I think that could be done anytime. Look, so like when the to-do list is on my screen and I'm using Instagram, I have that guilt feeling that it's time I should complete my work. So I think that I am figuring out through technology and through the help of, actually planning things which anyone could do.
Okay, that's a great advice. I would like to take myself. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of the session.
Yeah.
Also, guys, we have an upcoming webinar this Sunday that's on cracking the interview code and also learning of new skills. So please do join, do register yourself. You'll find the link in our bio in the MentorMitr landing page. So guys, please register. Okay. So here we come to the end. Thank you so much, Swasti, for such an
Thank you.
insightful session. I'm sure we have much more knowledge about time management and priorities, and we will like to follow that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.